Marriage. Just the sound of the word carries so much weight. It's a word wrapped in hope, in commitment, in joy, but also in struggle, sacrifice, and effort. It is the sacred union of two people who dare to believe in love strong enough to withstand the storms of life. Yet, as sacred and as powerful as marriage is, too often, we allow the noise of the world, the pressures of work, and the distractions of life to steal the place that belongs to our partner. Today, I want to speak to you not just about love, but about the daily practice of prioritizing your partner. Because love, without priority, fades. Love, without intention, withers. In marriage, without the conscious choice to place your spouse above all else, becomes a silent arrangement instead of a flourishing covenant. The foundation of priority. At the heart of every successful marriage lies one truth: your partner must know, feel, and experience that they are your priority. Not just in words, not just in vows exchanged on your wedding day, but in the ordinary rhythm of life, at breakfast tables, in late-night talks, in difficult seasons, and in joyful celebrations. When you stood before your partner and promised, for better or for worse, for richer or poorer, in sickness and in health, you weren't just making a romantic declaration. You were setting a principle for your life. You were saying, no matter what, I choose you first. But what happens after the honeymoon phase? What happens when jobs demand overtime, children demand attention, bills demand payment, and your energy feels depleted? Too often, spouses slide into being business partners, managing logistics of life together, but forgetting the priority of cherishing each other. Marriage is not just about coexisting. It's about co-prioritizing. The trap of neglect. One of the greatest mistakes people make in marriage is assuming that love will take care of itself. That somehow, because you said, I do, your spouse will forever feel secure, forever feel seen, forever feel chosen. But neglect does not come overnight, it comes drop by drop. It's the unanswered text, the eyes glued to the phone instead of to your partner, the work meeting that always overrides dinner together, the words unspoken, I appreciate you, I admire you, I love you. Little by little, neglect communicates, you are not my priority anymore. And let me be clear, it is not usually cruelty that destroys marriages. It is neglect. It is failing to deliberately, consistently, and passionately choose your partner above all else. Why prioritizing your partner matters? You may ask, why is prioritizing your spouse so vital? Isn't love itself enough? The truth is this: without priority, love cannot survive the demands of life. 1. Because security in love comes from assurance. Your partner needs to know, not once, not just on anniversaries, but daily, that they matter to you. Security is built not on grand gestures alone but on consistent prioritization. 2. Because unprioritized marriages invite resentment. When one partner feels sidelined by work, hobbies, friends, or even extended family, cracks form. Resentment takes root, and resentment is poison to intimacy. 3. Because children learn love from what they see. If you have children, understand this: the way you prioritize your partner sets the template for how they will one day love and expect to be loved. Your marriage is their classroom. 4. Because marriage is your most enduring covenant. Jobs come and go, friends drift in and out, even children grow up and move away. But your spouse, the person you promised your forever to, remains. Shouldn't they hold the top place in your heart, your calendar, your attention? Practical ways to prioritize your partner. Prioritizing your spouse is not just a philosophy, it is a practice. It is demonstrated not in theory, but in tangible ways. 1. Time. Time is the most honest proof of priority. No matter how busy you are, you make time for what you value. Set aside time for uninterrupted conversation, for shared meals, for dates, even in the midst of chaos. 2. Attention. Presence without attention is still absence. When you are with your spouse, be with them. Look into their eyes. Listen, not to respond, but to understand. 3. Affection. Do not let the romance die. Affection is not just physical, it is emotional, verbal, intentional. Speak words of love. Express gratitude. Reach out your hand. Marriage dies when affection is withheld. 4. Sacrifice. Sometimes, prioritizing your spouse means saying no to other things, even good things. It may mean leaving work on time. It may mean sacrificing a hobby. It may mean reorganizing your life so that your spouse doesn't just hear, but feels, that they matter most. 5. Consistency. Do not let priority be seasonal. It cannot just appear on Valentine's Day, anniversaries, or during crises. Prioritization must be woven into the everyday fabric of life. The courage to reprioritize. Perhaps you're listening to me today and realizing, I haven't prioritized my partner the way I should. Maybe your marriage has slipped into routine. Maybe neglect has quietly crept in. Maybe your spouse feels second to your career, your phone, your friends, or even your children. The beauty of marriage is this: it is never too late to reprioritize. Every day is a chance to recommit. Every day is a chance to say, I choose you again. Every day is a chance to align your actions with your vows. Do not wait for a crisis to remind you of your spouse's worth. Do not wait for regret to awaken your attention. Choose today. Choose now. Choose consistently. Stories that teach us. Think about the older couples you've seen holding hands in the park. Wrinkled fingers interlaced, walking slowly but together. Do you think they arrived there by accident? No, they arrived there because day after day, year after year, they prioritized each other. They remembered to laugh together, to talk together, to forgive quickly, and to love deeply. They did not let the demands of life push their partner to the margins. Or think about couples who drift apart. They didn't plan it, they didn't want it, but life crowded in. Work, stress, distractions, and slowly, imperceptibly, they stopped prioritizing. Until one day they realized they were strangers in the same house. Your marriage is writing its story every day. The question is, what story are you writing? The deeper meaning of marriage. Let's go deeper for a moment. Marriage is not just about companionship. It is about reflecting something sacred, the very essence of covenantal love. When you prioritize your spouse, you are practicing selflessness. You are learning to love not as a feeling, but as a choice. And that choice shapes you. It matures you. It teaches you patience, kindness, humility, and forgiveness. Marriage, at its best, makes us better not only for our partner but for the world. But none of that is possible without priority. Without priority, marriage becomes survival. With priority, it becomes sacred joy. So, I ask you today, where does your spouse stand in your life? Are they at the top of your heart, your calendar, your attention? Or have they slipped into the shadows while other things take center stage? Do not leave your partner guessing about their place in your life. Do not leave them hungry for your affection, your time, your presence. Love them loudly. Love them daily. Love them intentionally. Because in the end, success, wealth, accolades, they will fade. But the bond you build with your partner, the memories you create, the intimacy you guard, that will remain. Prioritize your partner, not because it is easy, but because it is worth it. Prioritize them, not because they are perfect, but because they are yours. Prioritize them, because when the storms come, and they will, you will need more than romance. You will need the assurance that, through it all, you chose each other above all else. Let us not be people who look back with regret, saying, I wish I had cherished them more. Let us be people who, day by day, moment by moment, prove with our choices, our time, our words, and our actions. You're my priority. You're my person. You're my forever. Marriage is not about surviving together. It is about thriving together. And thriving begins when your partner knows, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that in your world, they come first. So I leave you with this. Hold your partner's hand. Look into their eyes. And let them know, not tomorrow, not someday, but today, that they are your greatest treasure, your first priority, and your lasting joy. Thank you.